Well, hi guys, it's weekly wrap time, and probably been the week of trials this week, Chris.
It has, plenty of action.
We've had lots of trialists, and it's probably that time of year. It's spring carnival, and a few of our big guns getting closer to the races. So we had on Monday at Randwick, we had Marzu stepping out for his second trial of the preparation, and he flew out of the gates and had a really lovely trial.
Yeah, he's always got that good early speed, doesn't he? And lovely to see him returning well. He's been really pleasing in his track work this whole preparation, and is even more settled this time around again. So loving what we're seeing, and really looking forward to seeing him get going in the shorts over 1,100 metres on Saturday week. Can't wait now.
Yeah, talking to Joe this morning, he's actually really happy with him, and he thinks he'll be really competitive in the shorts. Would love an inch of rain, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Then we had Revolutionary Miss, also stepping out for a second trial, and she actually came home with a wet sail, so she looks ready to go and looks to start her preparation down at Caulfield in a week's time.
Yeah, that's right. Lovely trial. Great to see her back in action there for a second hit out, and just allowed to stride out a bit more this time. And as you say, she was closing off really well, just going through each gear, and very impressive in her trial. Had a good blow afterwards. We were looking at the Group 3 Tibby Stakes for her over the 1400 as a possible first up tilt, but just given where her fitness levels are at, that was probably going to be an ideal race, but just a tad too far first up. So that 1,200 metre race down at Caulfield will be an ideal kick-off point for her, and can't wait to get her preparation underway. I'm sure she's in for a good one.
Yeah, no, absolutely looking forward to it. Yesterday, really exciting morning for us, but for some of our owners, we had our 2-year-old Bavaco, so one of the babies. He had an official jump out at Warwick Farm, and it was only over 400 metres, but he looked the real deal.
Yeah, it's always exciting this time of year. Obviously, the weather, the racing, everything's outstanding and heating up, and the other bonus is we get to see these babies taking their next little steps in their journey and careers as well. And the first step there for Bavaco was the jump out. He did really well, obviously a bit green and new to it all, still learning what he's doing, but showed some nice natural talent. And I just love his demeanour. He's got a lovely demeanour, this horse, a great temperament and a very athletic type. So it's nice to see him sort of flourishing nice and early.
So if he remains sound, he'll head to the first official trials on the 23rd. So, it's not the be-all and end-all, but it'll be nice to get him there.
Yeah, for sure.
Then we had trials this morning, 3 more excellent trials from some Triple Crown runners, starting with Miss Hellfire, who was first trial back. Nice, easy trial, but she flew the gates and she had a lovely trial.
Yeah, she was textbook this morning, wasn't she? She did a lovely job there. She had a great preparation last time through. Really looking forward to seeing her go again. I think, who knows? I think she's been slowly improving, actually. So I'd love to see her take another step this preparation. But she'll have a second trial where she'll be allowed to stride out a bit more. But particularly excited to see what she's going to do.
Yep, and another to have a first trial of the preparation, Zoo Prince. So we're expecting big things from him this preparation, and he had a good start to it.
Yeah, he's an interesting one. I'm a horse we've always had a bit of time for. His last preparation, he was gelded prior to that. We're sort of hoping that he might kick on a little bit more than what he did. Didn't quite get the response from the gelding, which you normally would most of the time, but as we have seen a number of times as well, sometimes it takes a preparation also for him to sort of get the full benefit of that unkindest cut of all. So looking forward to him get going, and he trialled well. I was pleased with what he did today. He was a bit tight on the line, but as you'd expect, he's quite a big boy. First trial, second trial, just like we said with Miss Hellfire, he'll stride out a bit more, and they'll top him off ready for the races.
And then third and final trial for Triple Crown this morning, Force Red stepping out for the second time for Kieran Maher, and another lovely trial from him too, Chris.
It was textbook again. I think I said that before with Miss Hellfire, but yeah, lovely trial. We were keen going into it to see him get a bit of cover, get behind one, because he can be a little bit on the keen going side, and he's got that brilliant early gate speed, so he actually hasn't had the opportunity to get behind one yet. Thankfully, there was another one that pushed hard early, and so he got him behind, and once he was there, he relaxed beautifully. James McDonald on board just worked him through his gears and just let him finish off under his own steam, and he finished off really well. So, yeah, really nice professional horse, and can't wait to see him get started.
No, absolutely. So he'll step out in a couple of weeks. So that's it for the week just gone. Moving on to this week. I've just dropped it and it's got my tips on it. Do we need to get it back? I'll get it back shortly. This week we've got 2 tomorrow. We've got a Pioronimo stepping out at Kembla Grange in a mile maiden. He had his first run of the preparation at Newcastle a couple of weeks ago over 1400, and really showed some improvement from his first preparation, and it'll be great to see him step up to a mile tomorrow.
I think a mile will be ideal, and I think that'll be the key for him. I thought he went really well first up for that 4th. He finished off nice and strong, and every bit of the way he performed there indicated that he'll love the 1600. So going with a nice long straight there at Kembla Grange as well, I think that'll be ideal. Yeah, I think he's got to go in there a good each way chance, and yeah, fingers crossed he'll go really well.
And then we've got Cadal up at Eagle Farm. So his second run in the Sunshine State. Look, he arrived on a truck only on the Thursday before his last start. He got a 3rd at Doomben on a Saturday. You know, we're hoping this time round it looks a really appropriate race for him, and love to see him get the chocolates up there.
Yeah, well, talking of each way chances, I think he's another one. Good, consistent runner. I think the race profiles well for him. He's drawn well in barrier 6, I think it is. Jag Guthman Chester on board.
Well done.
Thank you. Who was on board last start as well, so he knows him. I think a couple of main threats are drawn out wide, so whether they may not get the best of runs, or maybe they might even pull out late. But yeah, fingers crossed. I think he'll run really well. He'll be well placed and hopefully fighting out the finish.
Yep. So and then talking of exciting trialists, Tuesday at Hawkesbury, we've got our Group 1 runner Amelius stepping out for the first trial of her preparation. She had 1 win for 4 runs last prep. Finished off in the JJ Atkins Group 1, and she's had a nice break, and really excited to see her step out for the first time this prep.
Yeah, obviously a very talented filly, and yeah, did a great job winning there at Randwick in her first preparation, and getting a stakes placing too up in the Queensland Carnival, all within her first preparation. So not easy to do, but yeah, fantastic job by her, and really exciting to see her get going this preparation as well, and no doubt she'll find her way down to Melbourne at some point as well for the Carnival.
Yeah, no. So good luck to all the runners, or the owners of the runners and the runners over the coming weekend and week, and really excited to see how they go. Now, it's red hot tip time. I'm just going to get you to buffer for if you want to do a dance or something like that while I collect this. Thank you. We're done. Glad you didn't. So last week, I got a donut, but I delivered a bit of value on a few dollars a couple of weeks before. Chris, you got 2 from 5. I joked about it last week. I'm going to joke about it again. You got Manal, well done.
Thank you.
$2.20. Pericles, well done.
Thank you.
$1.85. So really, you really got to put the house on to.
You don't like winners?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so thanks for that. 2 from 5, well done. At least we've delivered something. But let's move on to this week, and I'm sure you're going to deliver a bit more value for us, aren't you, Chris?
Well, I was actually going to sit out. I've been a bit under the pump, Sam, this week, so I haven't really had time to look at the form at all. But just before coming on camera, I did manage to spot a couple of sneaky ones. I think we might put the
Can you just give me a break between each one so I can share the odds, if that's possible? If I know them, of course.
I think you might know them. Let's go Jolie Star, shall we?
2.15.
And maybe we should go into Storm Boy as well.
2.05.
How's that?
And they'll both be under $2 by the time of the jump. So, no, Jolie Star, I actually, I haven't tipped her because of the odds.
Short.
But I'm actually on her already for the Everest. So, there you go. That's one
there
for
you
you.
go,
Two very good runners. Storm Boy, you reckon he can do it again?
He was ultra impressive first up. Might have a fitness edge on a couple, so it'll be a great race, won't it? But if he can back up his first performance and take a step forward, well, yes, he can win.
Very good. Right, I've got 4. 2 at Rosehill, 2 at Flemington. Race 7, the Ming Dynasty. I'm on number 1, Mayfair, $6. Race 9, the Theo Marks, number 9, Bases Loaded, $5.50. Flemington, race 4, the Poisson Stakes, number 4, High Octane, $10. And race 8, the Maccabi Diva. I'm on, I say this probably every week, but one of my favourite horses, number 1, Mr. Brightside,
You do have a lot
to
of
beat Via Sistina and Pride of Jenny.
What a race that's going to be.
Ripper of a race. So things are ramping up when you've got horses like that in the same race. But so there you go. Probably get nothing. You might
I love
get
the confidence.
You
At
might
least you
get
got some
Chris-
value with Sam's tips.
Exactly. So whether you want to look at it each way, or maybe you can put Chris's in a Quinella in a
fence.
multi or something like that to try to get a bit of value. But anyway, have a great weekend. Good luck to all the runners, and we'll see you next week.
Enjoy your weekend.